Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanna introduce you these Terra Moons single eyeshadows and one highlighter shade. So I filmed lid swatches of every single shades and my cheek swatches of this highlighter shade. And after these face swatches, I wanna show you my hand swatches of these and I'll tell you my final thoughts. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So this is the shade Illusion. This is the shade Cosmic Dancer. This is the shade Dark Matter. This is the shade Space Drifter. I don't know you can see, but this is full of sparkle. So pretty. Maybe this is easier to see these sparkles. These are both the shade Space Drifter. This is the shade Helix Nebula. This is the shade Fair Nebula. This shade Fair Nebula is by far sparkliest of all. can see, Veil Nebula is sparklier than Helix Nebula. I forgot to film this shade, but this is the shade Terrestrial. I thought this Terrestrial shade is similar to this Veil Nebula shade, but actually this didn't look similar. As you can see, this Terrestrial is more cool pink kind of shade, and this is purple mauvey shade, I'd say. But these are kind of similar in terms of sparkles. This is Terrestrial and the ring finger is Veil Nebula. These have very similar sparkle particles in it, so I'd say these are sister shades. And what I wanted to do is comparing the Terrestrial shade to the Clionadh Bloodline shade. This I already applied Bloodline, but these are very similar to each other, but I will say the Bloodline is a little bit mauvier than Terrestrial. Terrestrial is more like hot pink kind of shade. In terms of sparkles, these are very similar, almost the same. I think you don't need both, but if you like more vibrant kind of shade, you will like this Terra Moons Terrestrial shade. But if you like more mauvey kind of shade, you like Bloodline shade. I am not a vibrant person, but this Terrestrial shade is also very beautiful. Again, this side is Terra Moons Terrestrial and this side is Clionadh Bloodline. This is the shade Solar Expansion. This is the shade Gamma Ray. This shade is also really sparkly. If you are a nude lover, this is the shade for you. I really love this shade. This is the shade Rubidium. Shade is insanely sparkly. This looks almost like a metallic shade, but it's not. Do you see these sparkle particles? This is filled with so many sparkles that these look almost metallic. Yeah, this is so unique. This is the shade Starcatcher. This is the matte shade with a little bit of sparkles. I'm using Level 13 brush. This shade contains a little bit of sparkles, but once it blended on a lid, it appears to be complete matte. This is the shade C Goddess. This is sold as a highlighter shade. This has light pink, almost whitish base with a subtle blue shimmer. Yeah, light blue shimmer in it. So these were all swatches I have, and let me tell you my final thoughts on these. So I feel these first 3 shades and middle 6 shades are a little bit different in terms of texture, and these 3 are more shifty and more subtle side in terms of sparkles, but these 6 shades are more subtle in terms of shift, but really strong in terms of sparkles. So I prefer sparkles to shifts generally, so I prefer these 6 formulas, but again, these shade is very pretty. This is so beautiful neutral. And this is more purple side, which I love. I use this shade on my lower lash line. By the way, I put all the shades down below, which I used in this look. And this Rubidium shade is really unique in indie brands. This shade reminds me of Bobbi Brown single eyeshadows, which is this Luxe eyeshadow rich sparkle. I have this sun flare. This is more orangey sparkle shade, and this is Moonstone. I was reminded of this shade, so let me show you comparison swatches. The top shade is Moonstone from Bobbi Brown, and this bottom shade is Terra Moons Rubidium. So Bobbi Brown is less smooth and more gritty. Not so gritty, but yeah, this Terra Moons shade is more smooth. But this shade is too smooth to look sparkly. This looks more metallic than this Moonstone. Moonstone looks more sparkly. What I want to say is if you like these Bobbi Brown rich sparkle formulas, you will definitely like this Rubidium formula. And if you use a little bit of this and diffuse, you can definitely use this as more sparkly shade like this. So this is more diffused rubidium. And this is the only matte shade I purchased. I don't have much experience with matte eyeshadow, but I had no issues with this Terra Moons matte shade. And this highlight is more smooth side. As you can see, this highlight has no bigger particles in it. So if you are concerned about your texture, I say you can go with this formula. And lastly, I want to talk about the shipping experience with Terra Moons. In brief, that was very good. Actually, I had one issue with this order. When I received this at first, this highlight shade was missing. But I contacted customer service of Terra Moons, and after that, they immediately sent me this Sea Goddess highlight shade. So I am satisfied with this customer service experience. And overall, Terra Moons eyeshadows are cheaper side in indie brands. So if you are getting into these indie brands worlds, definitely recommend these Terra Moons. First, shipping was pretty fast, I think. I received these in a few weeks since I ordered these. So that is pretty fast because I live in Japan, so shipping tends to be very long. And if you are interested in the swatches of other indie brands, I have indie brands playlist, so please check that. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like this vibe, please subscribe and comment down below. So see you on the next video. Bye.